Here we want to graph the piecewise function f of x equals x squared minus x all over x minus 1 if x does not equal 1, and then 2 if x does equal 1. And people get real worried about this kind of function to graph because they think they have to graph some kind of terrible rational function, but it's actually not. Let's take a closer look at what's really going on here. Let's note the domain of this. Right here in the denominator, remember you can't have the denominator equal to 0. So we say x minus 1 does not equal 0, which tells us that x does not equal 1, which is already covered for in this piecewise function. But as long as x does not equal 1, we can simplify this expression. So I always recommend trying to simplify it before you go wild trying to graph a rational function within behavior and all of that. It's not necessary. So let's just simplify this. Let's factor this numerator. We can factor out an x, which leaves us with x minus 1, all divided by x minus 1. And look at that, those cancel, and this becomes x. So what we really have here is f of x equals x if x does not equal 1. And then we have 2 if x equals 1. So what we've essentially done here is fix this function so that it's defined for all real numbers. So let's do a graph and see what this looks like. So starting with just f of x equals x, that's a line that's going to be defined everywhere except for when x equals 1. So we'll stop just short of that and pick up on the other side of that and go off like so. And then we'll have an open circle here at the point 1 to signify that it's not actually defined there, but then at the point x equal 1, we pop up to 2. So there we go. So it's like we're pulling a single point out of that line and moving it up 1 unit.